Some are gonna support, some aren't. Hi, friends, it's Adam, the crippled cannabis cowboy. Thanks for watching my video on what it's like to feel supported. That's important. You're gonna want some kind of support or support group or whatever to help you throughout this journey. If you like these kinds of videos, then subscribe to my channel. Help me out a little bit. I'm definitely one of those hobbyist type of people. I've always loved hobbies going back into since I can remember. There was always some kind of hobby that I got into, and that is the biggest help is your hobby. A hobby it's like an automatic support system. Now, if it wasn't for my family giving me the support I need to live, my ass would have died a while ago. And that graduates into other things like growing cannabis plants. That became a passion and a hobby. And I've heard everything when it comes to growing plants. There's a lot of support groups out there. If you're like me and you are disabled or going disabled, you're gonna want some support. You're gonna want to talk to other people that this is happening to, and you're gonna want to be supported. Now, if you do something that's not cool and it's not helping people, then no, you don't need no fucking support. I'm kind of like that. It's got to be something that's wholesome, wholehearted, and it helps people. So I recommend finding individual people that you can connect with. Remember, it's going to change, but connect with them, make friends, make new friends, figure out who else has the problems like you do. See if you can connect with them, figure out what's going on with yourself, what works, what doesn't work as far as hobbies. It's a big world, but building a support system for yourself is so important. I actually can't even describe in words how important building a strong support system for yourself is. For me, I have to do maintenance to my like support group. It's maintenance more like I kind of have to pay attention to how other people are, because I have to remember that people change and I can't hold anything against them if their mentality or their attitudes change towards me. So it's kind of like, they're awesome for a support system at this moment in time, but later on maybe they're working out more for themselves, and you're not exactly a priority in their life anymore, which is understandable. You're definitely gonna need someone to talk to, like someone to vent your issues and maybe present questions that maybe they have a solution for that you didn't think of. That's kind of what I mean about maintenance, is that person is not always going to be there. Like, for example, for me right now, I don't have that kind of person available to me anymore. They used to be, but they're not as available so much anymore. Now, I understand the world is a little nuts right now. I mean, shit, there's people painting themselves blue. They're confused about this, that, or whatever. I'm grateful to live in this country and be able to benefit off the things that I'm able to. These support type groups, I have been involved with them for a long time. I can't anymore, unfortunately, but they were really kind of like turning into one of my favorite things to do. That wasn't all of them, actually. That's very few. Most of the support groups that I've kind of been in, there was a lot of bitching and moaning for no reason. And that kind of relates to the support system. You really don't want a bitching and moaning and complaining person as a part of your support group. They got their own issues. Then there's the people that kind of relate to you or think they relate to you. I don't want to say they relate to you, but you can be suffering from this, that, or whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, I feel you. Oh, this and this and this is happening to me." Dude, that's bullshit. That is gonna bother you really bad. When you get bad like me, that turns into a huge pet peeve of mine, and it automatically kind of starts to exclude that type of personality for my support system. In the long run, I gotta say it's kind of like what they're made of and what you're made of. And when challenging things happen in your life, you're gonna find out who your real friends are. You're gonna find out what's a priority. You're gonna find out what's a priority to you. Sorry, it's a little hard to talk right now, but and those change. They change on a monthly basis, so it's pretty constant. I have to adjust when it happens, and it's kind of like you're always looking for something new that would make you feel better. Always falling back on my hobbies or the things that I'm passionate to do is a huge part of my support system. If I didn't have like the ability, like this tent behind me or my puppy, and these hobbies are so important for me to keep my mental sanity. The world isn't gonna understand that shit. Anywho, thanks for watching my video. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't. If you did and you like this, subscribe to the channel. Help me out a little bit. I'm starting to get better at this, and I'll get better and better as time goes on. This shit ain't easy in any way, but these videos that I make for people like me, this is part of my support system.